Hi everyone, Agnes, and it's success story time. It's from Hanna, all the way from South Africa. I discovered your channel 3 years ago when I decided to manifest a specific person. I'd just been left brokenhearted over someone else I had feelings for and resolved to move on. Soon after, I met a man who seemed like everything I wanted. Well, to be honest, he was everything all the ladies wanted. In any case, I'm extremely determined and began devouring your videos. Because this man was extremely popular and highly desired, I quickly realized that I had to adopt a mindset of first best. So in addition to self-love meditations, I began to write down and meditate on I am first best. I also stumbled upon Ho'oponopono and immediately began using it, wrote it on sticky notes and stuck them on my wall and often whispered it to myself during the day. The transformation in my life was amazing. I've always been more of an introvert and very shy, but I suddenly opened up and people whom I deemed difficult suddenly became friends. I always used to feel left out of things, but now I have an amazing friendship group. I'm at the top of invite lists, and people that meet me often take an instant liking to me. Amazingly, and very importantly, I feel like I have an endless well of love and patience inside me, which I didn't experience before. In my professional life, I found the courage to leave an inconsistent, low-paying job and to switch careers, bringing in more income. For the next 1.5 years, I was still very focused on manifesting this one man, and honestly, it was difficult, and at some points, I was obsessed. As I mentioned before, he is a desirable man, and I found myself constantly doing meditations to get rid of third parties. In addition, I was still blaming a lot of his behavior on him, forgetting that everyone is you pushed out. So, I will put that playlist down below for those that don't know what that means. So there were points where I was quite resentful and I'd have to cut the cord, confront my own perceptions and focus on self-love. When I did that, he was very forthcoming, no surprise, but I was like a yo-yo, up and down, up and down, up and down, and of course too, he became a yo-yo. I continued to practice self-love and one day decided to be very honest about what it is I liked about this man and in general what I wanted in a man. I wrote a list 99 items long. I also wrote down all the other things I wanted in my life, from a successful business to the kind of place I'd like to stay. Fast forward to early 2019, I started a new job, revamped my appearance, and I was generally feeling rather pretty. I decided to join Tinder and I met some really good guys who were actually looking for a relationship, contrary to the reports I'd heard about men on Tinder. I wasn't in love with any of them, but it felt good to know that I was wanted and to get to know people. I left Tinder after a few months and really decided to focus on myself. The truth was I was not happy at the new job and I was making plans to move to another country. I put my romantic plans on hold to focus on my career. However, my mind reverted to my specific man, and this changed around June when he did something which felt like a slap in my face, and at that point I was utterly fed up. Granted, I was still projecting myself onto him and I absolutely manifested it, but I also realized that I really needed to let go because I was becoming bitter and obsessed. I realized that trying to manifest this man was triggering some deep issues in me, namely a desire to control the outcome of events, so I decided to thoroughly and finally let him go and just focus on self-love. Within 1 month, I was invited on a road trip and I found myself driving with a total stranger from the same friendship group. I instantly felt at home with him, and so much of what he said resonated with me. He felt like my matching sock. That's lovely. Instantly. And in the following weeks, we got to know each other more. Long story short, we ended up dating a month after meeting, and he constantly expressed and continues to express his love for me. I am his first best, and I don't feel the need to fend off third parties at all. One day I decided to take a look at the list on my phone. I realized the man I was with literally ticks all 99 boxes. It's right down to a very specific eye color. I was completely blown away. We were engaged 4 months after we started dating and got married a month ago in a tiny garden wedding in the middle of the pandemic. Everything around our marriage was miracle after miracle. Even the apartment we are living in is something I wrote down, the area, appearance, everything. All this to say I am glad I discovered your channel. Although I didn't get the specific person I thought I wanted, that journey was the key which unlocked my self-love, which led me to my true person, someone who feels they were made especially for me. I know this is easy to skip over. Self-love, and become caught up in trying to get a specific person. But in my observation, self-love brings you so much more than just a person. It reconciles you to yourself and heals deep scars. In my case, this meant letting go of the idea of a specific person and opening up the way for the best person for me. Self-love also brought me amazing friendships and peace of mind. I definitely still have a lot to learn, and I am now working on building my income through work I enjoy and on building my business, which I am really passionate about. Thank you so much for your generosity in sharing this knowledge, Agnes. I'm incredibly grateful God led me to your channel. Oh, that is so, so, so beautiful, Hanna. Beautiful! Oh, love a good story. And all the way from South Africa. Thank you for sharing that. And I'm going to put down below the relationship success stories playlist. I will put down Everyone Is You Pushed Out. And I will put down anything else that Hanna mentioned, the self-love playlists of meditations, and meditations with affirmations for those of you that really want to do the work and really want to have a great result. So, absolutely wonderful. Thank you for sharing. And I will see all of you, as always, in the next YouTube.